Dive into summer with Vizcaya swimwear. Stylish, comfortable, unforgettable. Make a splash with Vizcaya swimwear. Discover your beauty with LadyCode Cosmetics. Bold colors, flawless finishes. Unleash your confidence with LadyCode. Hello and welcome back to Misrepresented. I'm your host, Lisa Opie, and of course, before we start today's episode, I have to thank our sponsors. So thank you, PinkApple Dresses, for dressing us in these gorgeous hot pink outfits. I feel like a Barbie doll. And of course, the Code Creatives for the production, and Beauty by LadyCode for our glam. And of course, JC from LadyCode did this ponytail. I love it so much. So now I'd love to introduce today's guest. We have Miss West Virginia USA, Caylie Simmons. She is a registered dental hygienist, public health advocate, and fearless adventurer with a heart for service. A proud honors graduate of the WVU School of Dentistry, Caylie created Miles for Smiles, an initiative bringing oral health education and care kits to underserved communities across the state. She's also the co-founder of the Caylie Simmons Memorial Scholarship, created in loving memory of her late brother, helping students across West Virginia pursue higher education. When she's not on stage or serving her community, Caylie is chasing adventure, from ziplining in the Dominican Republic to hiking Panama's remote rainforest. Whether she's championing confidence, health, or healing, Caylie uses her platform to lead with purpose and proves that courage, kindness, and a little grit go a long way. Welcome, Caylie.
Hello.
I'm so happy you're here. I feel like Miami, like the Miami trip for J. Scott is always like the highlight of the year for the Queens, right?
Absolutely.
And you're finally here.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here.
How's it been so far?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Leaving the mountains and being here at the beach, it's always a good time.
Oh my gosh. So walk me through your whole trip so far. Like, tell me everything you did.
Yeah, so we arrived really early on Thursday morning, and then Liv, my teen, and I, we have really been enjoying Miami and Fort Lauderdale. We've been exploring a little bit, going to the beach, and it's just so beautiful here.
I love that. So yesterday you shot Vizcaya swimwear on the beach.
We did. That was a big deal. That was amazing. That was such an incredible shoot. We also got to do it with the Indiana Teen and Queen as well, which was amazing. That was so fun, and just a good time anytime you can get in a swimsuit and feel confident and get some shots in Miami.
Yes.
Who gets to say they do that, right?
That's so fun. Did you have a chance to bond with the Indiana Queens? I know you've been through 2 sets of queens because you had a longer reign.
Yes, 14 months I've had this title, which has been incredible. I wouldn't trade it for the world. But yes, I've gotten 2 sets of Indiana Queens. They've both been so great. The new ones, Sydney and Kaylin, I haven't gotten to know super well, but I'm excited to get to know them. They're coming to West Virginia here in 2 weeks. So,
oh my gosh. Yeah. And like, I feel like you bonded today, right? Being on set, doing everything together. So.
Yes. And I bonded really well with Stephanie, the 2024 Queen.
Oh, yeah.
We were roommates at Miss USA, and we just
really?
Yes.
How did that work out?
Oh, Jay Scott.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah, him being over both of the titles, he had a little bit of pull, I guess, when it came to the roommate situation, which was great.
Because like you already knew her, and like you get to bond even more. And keeping the family.
Yeah, keeping it in Empower 2 production family. So it's super great.
I love that. So I want to start from the beginning because I know you've been doing pageants for a while now. So what made you sign up for West Virginia USA, and how did you end up winning the title?
Yeah, so I have been competing in pageantry since I was 7 years old. I am now 25, so 18 years of pageantry and growth. Absolutely. Yeah, it's been my entire life. I remember when I entered my first pageant, my mom was like, "What the heck are you doing?" Like, no one in my family was really in pageantry.
So it was your idea?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and my first pageant was like a fundraiser pageant, and I literally ordered my dress off eBay. Wow. And I didn't get anything, but I told my mom I wanted to keep going until I won a crown. But here I am. I actually have won, I think it's 33 crowns now. But I always like to share that I have lost a lot more than I've ever won. And that's what's made me who I am today. I didn't win Miss West Virginia USA until my 4th attempt. So I kept coming back stronger each year. There were years I didn't place. There were years that I was just a semifinalist. There were years I didn't get anything at all. And so I just had to remember to just kind of stay true to myself, keep working at it. And I knew it was my lifelong dream. So I wanted to accomplish it, and I did.
I love that. And I feel like you're still like very young for a Miss, right?
Really?
Yeah,
oh yeah. Well, I feel like I'm kind kind of like right in the middle, but I don't know.
It was like perfect age, and I feel like God's timing is always right. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Always his timing.
So in those 4 years, did you like consistently move up, or were there like years where you did really well and then the next year you went down and then like back up? Like, what was it like?
Yeah. So my first year that I competed, I didn't place at all. Didn't make the semifinalist either. So didn't even make top 10. And then the second year I came back, I was fourth runner up. And then the third year I came back, I was just in the top 10 again. So I wasn't not super close. Yeah. So I always like to share that because it's encouraging for other contestants to hear that are out there competing. You just never know. The results can vary. Different panel of judges every single time could change the results every single time.
That's so true. I've witnessed that so many times.
Absolutely.
Was there anything you did differently when you came back that last time that you think helped you win?
Yeah, I always love sharing the quote that if it's for you, it'll never pass you by. And I have lived by that many times, but I actually really applied it this go around. I went in so calmly. I had a great time with my team. We had a local title together at the time. Her name was Sophia. And we just went in really calmly, had a fun time, did a lot of photos, did a lot of shoots with each other, and just made the most of it. And I think that's why I ended up coming out with the crown, because I just went in really calmly.
That's so true. And I feel like sometimes you're not so stressed, it's like less pressure, and then you get to like truly be yourself. And I feel like that sets you apart too. And like just being relaxed and at peace.
Yeah, the years before I went in, I was very uptight, very hard on myself. Like, you got to do better this time, holding myself to that standard of like, you got to do better each time. And I think that really hindered me in those years previous.
Oh my gosh. So now I want to hear all about Miss USA. So walk me through your entire experience.
Yeah, it was definitely a whirlwind. I am so blessed for the opportunity to go to Hollywood, California. I've never been out west. So that was an opportunity itself. And then just getting to meet all the girls from each state. I think we had a wonderful class. Everyone was so kind, so polite. And a lot of people from the outside also said that we were all such a great class. And I'm so fortunate for that. And now I can say I have a friend in every state.
I love that. What's your favorite memory from Miss USA?
I would have to say, I wouldn't say that this is my favorite memory, but it's the most memorable. I was on the beach with Hamambi, Miss Virginia, USA, and we ended up like freezing to death because it was super cold. This is in August at the time.
That's so crazy. And
we were bundled up under this little teeny tiny towel. It wasn't big enough for two people. We were like sitting there cuddling. We're like strangers at the time. We're like, y'all, I guess we're close now.
Oh my God.
But no, it was such a memory. And then, of course, our photo shoot turned out wonderful. Being in our swimwear and such, but it was just so funny that we were literally in August on the beach and shivering.
Oh my gosh. Did you feel like completely prepared to go on that stage and compete? Like when you were on that stage in your evening gown, like what was going through your mind?
Yeah, so I actually had a conversation with my director, Jay Scott, a few days ago, talking about how when I was about to step on the stage for the first time during prelims, I remember, you're getting caught up in the production. They're like, calling your state out, like, West Virginia, you ready? You ready? You on board? And you're just feeling all the feelings. And I remember shutting my eyes and taking myself back to when I was 7 years old, just like picturing that little 7-year-old girl. And I'm like, I made it. And I just was so proud. And it just, I know, like you really take it in that moment. And I'm like, let's do this, and that moment will forever stick with me.
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
So now for the girls going into Miss USA, do you have any advice on like what they can expect, like something that might help them out?
Absolutely. I would always recommend just staying true to yourself in the process. It can feel so easy to get caught up in comparing yourself to others on social media and during your preparations and your wardrobe and, who you should utilize to work with, coach with, etc. It can be very exhausting and overwhelming, but just always stay true to your values and what you want to, exemplify as a person. And I think that will showcase the true version of yourself.
I love that so much. And like spending the day with you, actually 2 days with you now, I feel like you're so grounded and like so down to earth. So I want to know, like, how do you manage staying grounded in the spotlight?
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely take a lot of time for myself, being in healthcare and working with lots of patients daily. I always remember I have to take care of myself before I can take care of others. So just finding ways to keep myself grounded, and that's spending time with family and friends and just being at home and making sure that I'm getting the mental well-being state that I need to be in before being around others.
And speaking of everything that you do, I want to hear all about Miles for Smiles. I think it's so amazing.
Yeah, so this year I have, one of my goals as Miss West Virginia USA was to visit all 55 counties in the state of West Virginia, and I visited a school in every single county of West Virginia. So it was so amazing seeing those children and being able to make a difference. I've also been able to collect donations throughout West Virginia, so I've been able to donate toothbrushes and toothpaste thousands to students, and that has been life-changing. So I can't wait to even continue that even after the crown.
That's so beautiful, and I feel like it's a little unexpected, right?
Yeah.
But it's such a good platform, and I think it's so important.
Yes.
What inspired you to start Miles for Smiles?
So I am a dental hygienist, and I think that's what kind of spiked my interest. Also, no one in my family is in dentistry, so it was kind of wild that I chose that route. But I just started to realize, like, the first impression you get from someone is their smile. And then once I was in school, I started to understand how important it is to take care of your teeth and how it relates to your overall systemic health as well. So I became very, very passionate about it and have expanded to creating an initiative called Miles for Smiles.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And that's not the only nonprofit that you do. You also have the Caylie Simmons Memorial Scholarship.
Yes. Yeah. So this scholarship is extremely special. It's in honor of my brother, Corey, who passed away in an automobile accident at the age of 25, which is my age now. Being the age that he is now, it is super difficult to, sit here now and realize how much life is ahead of me and how much life he had ahead of him. So my mom and my dad and I just decided that we wanted to honor him in a very special way, and that's giving back to our local community. So every single year we hold a fundraiser that raises money to give to two exceptional high school students at our local high school, and we've been able to award thousands of dollars to those students to be able to further their education.
I love that. His legacy is just like changing lives, literally.
Yes.
How do you choose your winners, or was there someone that you chose that really stood out to you?
Yeah, so we always try to choose candidates that exemplify the characteristics of my brother Corey, and that is something that is really special to me because he was so kind-hearted. He always had the biggest smile and could really make anyone laugh. So there was a really close family friend that we ended up awarding. She ended up going on to college, but she had tears in her eyes whenever we awarded her.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, it's a very, very special award. It's always emotional every year, and I always do the presenting, and that's never the easiest thing to do, but it is very near and dear to my heart. And I always say that Corey's legacy will forever keep in my heart. I mean, I think it's lit a fire under me to do the things and accomplish things in my life, for sure. He always said that I would become the next Miss USA. Well, I tried. I hope he'll be okay with me being Miss West Virginia USA.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Very supportive.
So mental health has been like a really big topic in pageantry lately. Do you have any advice for people that are competing, that are in the spotlight, and how they can manage their mental health?
Yeah, so definitely utilize your resources. I think that's super, super important. That's for anybody, for anything that you do. There's resources all around. You can always reach out to people, and I think that it's so important to find your voice whenever it comes to talking about mental health, because it's not easy, because there's such a stigma around it that you just feel like you have to just bury it. And I'm one of those people, so I can really relate to that. I have to find a way that I can take care of my mental health. So like I said earlier, that I can take care of others and be the best version of myself.
That's so true. I feel like I relate to you so much because I'm also like, I'm too busy to worry about my mental health. But then when I slow down, I'm like, yeah.
I just try to occupy my mind, and eventually that'll start to catch up to you.
Like, is that unhealthy? Like,
it is. But it's hard. I do the same thing.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's a topic for another time. We're busy. So speaking of, you are an adrenaline junkie. You travel all over the world and you do some crazy things. Like, you're living on the edge. So tell me, like, what's the wildest thing you've ever done?
Yeah, so I've done quite a few wild adventures. I would have to say the most wild adventure was going on a large fishing trip with my father in Panama. We were about 100 miles from the nearest road. It was a super isolated resort. We actually had to take like a jungle bus and then had to go on a little canal, and it was so funny. I always share this story. I had a little Kate Spade purse with me at the time, and everyone's laughing at me because, I'm like with a bunch of fishermen, and they're all laughing at me because I'm like swatting at the bugs. Like, it was like a movie. It was hilarious because I'm like,
Were
what?
You like too diva to be there a little bit?
I got got my Kate Spade bag. And I'm like stepping on this. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, we're on a little.
Did you like
little
it at
tiny
first, or were you like?
I was very skeptical at first,
Oh
and then once we got on the the actual fishing boating and went out and caught fish and such, it was so much fun. Me and my dad had the time of our lives. I was actually able to catch a rooster fish, which is a unique fish. It's actually got like a rooster comb on the top of its head, so it's a super beautiful and unique fish, and I don't think a lot of people can say they caught that. So
I guess that's one of my flexes. Like, what did you think when you saw it like coming out of the water?
Oh my gosh, I was like, that is just, is this real? Like that?
Is it like a big fish or?
They can get pretty big. They actually have like a competition every year. I think it's like in the springtime. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but they can get up to, I think, like maybe around 100 pounds or a little bit more. But yeah, they get to be pretty really large. Big. Okay. Yeah,
How
and then
was yours?
Mine was very small. Okay. It was like 30 pounds, I think. 25 pounds, 30 pounds, which it's not gigantic, but it's still pretty cool to catch.
What else have you done?
Yeah, so I've also been whitewater rafting down the New River Gorge, and that was quite an experience, I will say. I kind of got peer pressured into this one. There was an extra ticket, and my friends were all like, come on, you gotta go, we can't waste this money. And one of our friends actually got tossed out of the boat, so that was
she okay though?
Yes, yeah, but it was just pretty scary, like, going down these ripples and you're like, what the heck?
No. Do you have to wear like helmets and stuff? It's like
yeah. And like the only thing keeping you in the boat is your foot. Like, you don't have handles because you have a little paddle that so it's pretty terrifying.
That's something I would never do. I would do a lot of things, but that one I'm like, I'd rather live.
yeah And I've done some zip lining in the Dominican Republic, and
oh my god,
I like to be adventurous, but sometimes when it's life risking, I'm kind of out, but my friends usually are like, come on, let's do it.
Oh my gosh. Would you ever go like bungee jumping, or have you?
Oh, I don't know if I could do bungee jumping. I don't. That's pretty terrifying. I just did a bridge walk, which is at the New River Gorge as well, which is,
my palms are already sweating. I'm so scared of heights.
Super high. It was like over 800 feet in the air, and you're harnessed in. I just did that. I haven't posted about it yet, but I'm getting ready to post my reel from it.
Oh my gosh. So you're giving up your crown very soon, and a lot of people are going to be asking you this question, but I want to ask you first, what's next for you?
Yeah, so of course I want to evolve my career. I'm a dental hygienist. I want to really reach out to continue my initiative, Miles for Smiles. I'm hoping that I can really expand it, not just only through the state, but also nationwide. That's one of my big dreams that I want to accomplish. I am also getting married to my middle school sweetheart, so I'm really excited. We've been together for 15 years, but we are getting married this October, so pretty quickly after.
How's the wedding planning going?
It's pretty crazy, but it's great when you have a director that's also a wedding planner. So.
Oh, is he helping you plan your wedding?
He is. He's giving me all the tips and tricks.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Yeah, so that's super helpful.
So now that you're kind of doing both, what's like more stressful, pageant prep or wedding prep?
Oh, I would say they both are in different ways. Yeah. I would say probably the wedding, because I feel like with pageantry I've had like some experience, so I can kind of apply that. Whereas wedding, it's like all like brand new. I've never done this before, so don't know what to expect. But no, it has been fun, and I'm looking forward to entering the bridal era after the crown.
Have you found your gown?
I have, yes. I'm super excited. I believe it's one of a kind currently, so I'm excited.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to our this or that portion of the show. So the first question is on-stage question or one-on-one interview?
One-on-one interview, I would say.
Yeah. Confidence through experience or confidence from within?
I would say confidence within. I think that comes first before experiences, I would say.
I think so too. Dental floss or whitening strips?
I'm always going to say floss. I have patients that come in all the time saying they want to whiten their teeth, and I'm like, we got to take care of the gingivitis first.
Oh my god. Do you see a lot of that?
Oh my goodness. Really? Yeah, it's a large rate. And
I mean, I think adults. Everywhere. I went through a phase where I was like, I don't need to floss, and then I realized I do need to floss. So.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things too. I always share that like people don't know what's going on inside their mouth because you can't see in there. You don't see what I see, when I've got magnifying glasses on. So
I know.
I always
think we should look out for. Wait, I'm like, wait, can I make this a consultation?
Yeah. So I mean, always using floss, like that's super important because you're not always going to feel everything that's between your teeth. And if something hangs out in there between your teeth too long, you can start to get inflammation in the gums, swelling, bleeding, and then worst case scenario, you can start to lose bone and teeth later in life.
Oh,
Not
that's
to
crazy.
scare
So, okay, so floss.
Floss your teeth.
Yeah. Whitening is for later.
Whitening comes once you have great oral health.
Yes. Public speaking event or hands-on outreach?
I would say hands-on outreach.
Yes, and that's what you're doing. I mean, you do both.
Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
more hands-on outreach, though. It's really personal.
Mental wellness or physical health?
I would say mental wellness. I think that comes first.
Yeah, we just talked about that. That's so important.
Yes.
Hike through a rainforest or raft a wild river? I know the answer. We just talked about this.
Hike through a rainforest. I've done both. I did the hike in Panama as well through the
Oh my
rainforest.
gosh.
That was also a really unique time too, going through the rainforest and not knowing what kind of creature you were going to see.
Are there like jaguars or panthers?
They said that they had one like on camera. They have like tree cameras and they said that there was one. And I was like, I don't know if we should be on this hike.
Right. Like, I don't care about the monkeys and stuff, but like something that could eat me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrifying.
Zip line in the mountains or snowmobile in the snow?
I would have to say snowmobile in the snow.
It's so fun. Are you a summer or winter person?
I would say more summer.
Yeah.
More summer. Just because I like, like the feeling warm and having a nice tan and doing all the beachy fun things. Whereas like winter, like I get over it very quickly. Maybe that's because I live in West Virginia too. Because there's always like very cold months. Like
it gets really cold there.
Yeah, like probably like November through March and April. It's pretty cold. And you can expect snow through any of those periods of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a state I've never been to. I'm excited to go next week.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to experience it.
Exploring remote places or relaxing at home?
I would have to say probably exploring remote places. I always like to see new things and like to go on hikes and adventures.
Yeah. So cool. Fishing trip or beach day?
I'm gonna lean towards fishing. I love a good beach day, but I feel like if I do too many of them, then I either get sunburn or I'm over it. And fishing, you just never know what's gonna be on the line.
Rooster fish.
A rooster fish, for example.
Are you an early riser or a night owl?
I would say a night owl.
Okay. Quiet time with Mila and Moose or a full day with your community?
This one's really tough. I do a lot of community outreach, but also my babies are my mini golden doodles. And I love them so much. They're so crazy, but so fun. So I don't know if I could pick, but I mean, who doesn't like to be home with their dogs?
I know. I love mine. I like puppies.
Yeah. They're my babies.
Telling your story or amplifying someone else's?
I think amplifying someone else's would come first for me personally. I think sometimes we can learn more from when we listen to others.
Yeah, so true. That's why I do what I do.
Yeah, it's definitely great. You can learn a lot when you listen to others.
Awesome. Well, I know you've had a long day, so thank you for sharing your last brain cell with me. Right, and mine would be well, you shot all day today, all day yesterday, so I think it's like 9 p.m. here. So we're gonna wrap it up, but thank you so much for coming on this podcast. I can't wait to see you in West Virginia next week.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's been the best day.
Yay.
The best time.